Have you ever wondered how your future spouse would receive a reading about you if they went to a tarot reader? So, we are going to uncover that thing here today. So, namaste, welcome to Easy Tarot, and in today's video, we are going to see how would your how would the tarot reader describe you to them, but in the future spouse format. So, I don't think that's very different, but it's a little bit different. So, I hope you enjoy it. Let me see. What are the pile options from these cards? Pile number one, please. Pile number one. Okay, pile number one, we have Seven of Cups. Pile number two, please, guardian angel. I'll take this as pile number two. That is Six of Wands. Something is telling me maybe there are going to be four pile options today. Let's see. Pile number three, guardian angel. No, I think it's only three. Pile number three, guardian angel. What is the option? Card option for pile number three. Okay, we received it. It's Six of Cups. Okay, so these are the pile options. Pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. Select your pile and go to the description for the timestamps, and we'll begin right away. Let's start with pile number one. So for those of you who chose pile number one, Seven of Cups, we are going to see your reading. So first of all, Seven of Cups is giving me two impressions. One of the impressions is A, maybe you are in no contact situation with your future spouse, like you already know who you want to marry and you were in a relationship with them and you have had this conversation about marriage. I don't know why you are in no contact situation, but that is coming through. Or again, for those of you who is aware of how general reading works. So this is like basically you might not even have met this person, and maybe this is why they are showing it's a no contact situation. So it doesn't matter what the situation is. We are going to see much more further who you are as a person. Okay, how would tarot describe your career life? Okay. How would tarot describe your social life? Yeah. How would tarot describe your connection with angels? I feel like you are connected with angels. But let's see. Okay. How would tarot describe your connection with angels? No. There are no cards coming through for that. So we are not going to force it. Okay. Okay. What is the messages that their future spouse needs to know? What is the question that the future spouse have had? What is the additional messages angels might be giving for their future spouse if the future spouse were to take the reading? About pile number one. They are master communicator. I'm hearing this. You guys are. You guys are good at communicating. It doesn't mean that you're good at communicating in terms of your career or your profession, but you are good at communicating in general. Okay. So we received a lot of messages. So for personality, we have Six of Pentacles, which is saying, okay, so now we'll be doing a little bit of role play. So I am going to be the tarot reader, obviously, but you are going to act like you are your future spouse taking a reading for you. So we are going to describe you. This is your personality and your cards as them. However, this is you. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Okay. So those of you who chose pile number one, first of all, I see a longing that you have, and I know that you want to meet your future spouse as soon as possible. However, I'm seeing that there is a divine timing that will play in this situation because we have Four of Pentacles. It's not quite the right time. Your future spouse is described as a Six of Pentacles person. They are someone who is generous, they are someone who is a giver, they are someone who has this attitude of giving to other person. They currently are not an earning person, however. They may be studying right now, they may be doing a part-time job, surely, but they are not in a full-fledged um, like they are not uh, in a full-time job or in a full-time career. That's what I'm saying for this person. So they might have an unconventional kind of a means for their career as well. So basically, however they are being generous towards other, it's not by they are not generous to others because they have a lot of money. They are not generous towards others because they are earning a lot of money or something like that. It's not that case at all. But this person is generous only because it is their heart that is generous. So sometimes they like to give their time to the other person. Sometimes they like to give their company to the other person. Sometimes they like to give, help others with money or advice or anything like that. And this person actually is a person who is a good advisor. They are really grounded. I can see a strong Capricorn energy from this person. um, they are very very grounded. They if they start their career, they are not going to stop until they succeed, and they know it. They have this fire in their heart and passion in their heart and hard work, dedication that is there in this person. um, for some reason their career hasn't started yet, or maybe angels doesn't want you to know what their career is, especially if their career could, for example, if they are like a social media influencer. I believe angels do not want you to know that right now because, first of all, they are not like very successful right now. They will be in the future. I don't know before you meet or not. Maybe after you meet, it could be like that as well. But angels doesn't want you to predict based on their job who this person would be. Angels and universe doesn't want you to judge a person based on their job, or for you to expect certain type of job scenario for this person. So that's why we don't have the job card or career card for this person. And this person, your future spouse, is someone who goes with the flow, and someone who has, yes, very very unconventional ideas. Somehow I'm also sensing a Gemini-ish energy. They might have Gemini in their chart. Mm. They like to treat themselves as an important person every single day, and they like to treat others as an important person every single day as well. They keep, in other words, they keep themselves in the pedestal, and other people, like whoever they are close with, they keep others in the pedestal as well. So they have the strong healthy sense of relationship that is completely reverse with your situation, however, which is like you have seen some type of relationship pattern in your life with your family members, for example, that has led to a lot of conflict, etc. And one of your one of your aspect pile number one of your aspect is that you have the tendency to close your heart to the other person, and somehow this is This is something that is going to be common between you both, you and your future spouse. However, where you're coming from is completely different. Where you are coming from, pile number one, is from the place of insecurity, is from the place of um, unworthiness. I'm so sorry that you are suffering from this, pile number one. And I hope that you find light in your way. This person, however, your future spouse, I believe that they are going to help you a lot to learn what true love means. Because this person has a healthy sense of whom to trust and whom not to trust. Maybe because they have experienced certain things in their past, okay, or maybe because they just have this innate ability to understand who is the right person to trust. I don't know. Maybe it's because how they were, you know, it's because of their childhood, that they have had to grow up. However, for some of you, I'm sensing this strong energy, you guys. For some of you, some of your future spouse have had to grow up really fast, and one of their family members was not taking the responsibility of a parent. So that's one of the energies I'm receiving. So they've had to grow up really fast, and that is also one of the reasons that they are quite healthy in their approach towards relationships. They are generous when they have to be, okay, and they cut people off when they have to. They are quite understanding of who deserves their time and who doesn't, who deserves their energy and who doesn't. And somehow, for some of you, again, this is the experience that I've taught them, and for others, this is just something in them has led them towards the divine, right? Towards the, I believe, guardian angel, towards the self confidence, towards love, towards uh, they actually came closer towards their gut feeling. Yeah, their gut feeling has grown more stronger. We have sacral chakra here, which is a yellow color heart, right? So that is giving me a strong vibes that their solar plexus chakra, that means their even gut feeling is going to be very, very, very strong. And when they are going to meet you, I bet they are going to understand that you are someone who is worth the risk, okay, who is worth to talk to. Now, if you are wondering what this person's love language is, either their love language is act of service, quality time was coming out very strong earlier, or with this card we have conversation, which is word of affirmation. So if you want to know whether your future spouse loves you, whether this person loves you, you can just know it by their words. They are not going to lie about it. They never have, they never needed to, if you know what I mean. They would always say things honestly. They are someone who loves honesty, okay, and so I believe that they are going to see whether you are honest with them as well, but I don't think that they are going to keep a lot more importance towards whether other people are honest with them or not. Again, why? Because they have the strong sense of understanding about whom to trust and whom not to trust, so they do not keep the trust on the other person, as in, like, or expectations on the other person, like they have to be honest with me. They don't have to do that. If they want to, they would figure out the truth by themselves. They have enough faith in themselves for this matter. But yes, it doesn't change the fact that they are honest. Like, they doesn't lie most of the time. So, and also with the page of cups, I'm seeing that you would end up having a lot of emotional conversation with this person. Like, you would end up having a lot of deep conversation with this person, and I am seeing you, file number one, listening to this person intently. You are going to love to listen to their voice. You are going to love to listen to them speak. You are going That is going to be the favorite thing of yours. Every morning you wake up, next to them, right? Yeah, you greet each other good morning. You just love to hear their voice. You just love the fact that they have said good morning to you, even though this is like the regular words, right? But still, you're going to feel grateful right from that moment, and you're going to have a shift in your life by number one. After your marriage, you're going to be really, really grateful to have married this person. You would feel that this marriage was worth it. You would feel that this marriage was everything that you were waiting for, and you are manifesting this person. That is also what I'm seeing right now with the Seven of Cups. Of course, you're in the process of trying to understand who you are, what you like, which type of a person do you want, etc. But that's the first step to manifesting anyway, right? To understand who we want to manifest. And that's what you're doing right now. Okay. Your person is also adventurous, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could also be one of their signs. Um, they just they just love to go on different kind of dates every time, right? So they like, for example, sometimes they would like to go on a candlelight dinner. Other times they would like to go for a movie. Other like, I'm just seeing this. I don't know what it is said. There's a theater, and then people are watching the movie, but by sitting in their car or something like that. So yeah, they might like to do that as well. They might take you out on different kinds of dates, or they are going to suggest different kinds of dates with you. With the drops over here, I see it as teardrops, and that is only telling me that they are going to be there with you, for you throughout your thick and thins, and they are going to be your backbone. And they don't expect anything. Okay, they are really generous when they have. See, I'll tell you what, why don't they expect anything? Because they are a really strong headed person. They know whom to trust and whom not to trust. And when they know, when they understand, when they are like, sometimes they like to double check whether, the other person is trustworthy or not. And when they do double check, and I feel that they are going to double check you as well. When they do double check you, pile number one, they are going to be, um, they are going to feel, and sorry, they are going to be giving in 100%. They are going to fall and fall hard, and they are going to be your support system, your backbone. Someone like file number one, I feel such a great energy for you. I literally had goosebumps right now, especially for those people who've had issues in their childhood, right? With the support, like you didn't receive especially the fatherly support, or you didn't receive the financial support that you needed. This person is going to be there for you. It doesn't matter what their gender is. It doesn't matter what's happening in their life. If they want to support you, they will. Okay, even if they are not having any career right now, let's just say that you have met this person, right? You and then they realize that, and then they are not doing any job right now. And then they realize that you are in need for money. They won't even think about it for they won't have a second thought in this matter. They just know that they want to support you, and they would immediately go for a job or do something maybe in the social media or something, because I'm sensing one of the vibes with this. I can't explain. Yeah, they would go out and about, do something, and they would generate a lot of money, and they are going to have your back 100%, and they are not going to expect anything in return. You are going to give things in return to them. Of course, you are in love with them. You do not like the idea of favors. That is also one of the things that I'm sensing. But this is not a favor that they are doing to you. This is the love that they are expressing to you. Okay, there is a huge difference. Okay, and whoever your future spouse is, they are going to be successful in the future. This is not their current energy though. Okay, King of Pentacles is not their current energy. That's not what I'm seeing right now. If they are doing anything, they are having a lot of issues with their finances. Okay, they have less amount of money right now. Maybe they are earning, maybe they are not. And also they are trying to collaborate and talk to people, maybe do networking. So that's where they are at. Okay, so this is what they are at right now. But in the future, they are going to be King of Pentacles. They are going to be mm, like royal in terms of their career. They are going to rock their career. So that's what I'm seeing. So this was it for you guys. File number one. Let me know in the comments down below how much it resonated. Um, okay. Whew. This was a very weird energy to channel, you guys. Okay. Let me know whether this is you, file number one. Okay. The words. Whenever I described them, that was supposed to be you. Let me know whether that was you or whether you channeled through, like whether you were the future spouse. I don't know. Let me know that in the comments down below. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. For pile number two, who have chosen Six of Wands, we are going to see how your future spouse is going to receive a reading about you. Okay. Okay. So first of all, I channeled Misery. Sorry, I channeled the channel's song Enemy. Okay. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Okay. What is your. Okay. We're just going with the flow over here. Because when I'm trying to ask questions to the angels, angels are kind of not giving me. Ooh. The cards right away. I don't know. Justice is not supposed to be. Justice is giving me a very different vibes, you guys. Why is it? Hmm. Okay. So now we are going to do a little bit of role play. I'm going to play the role of a tarot reader, obviously. But you, whoever is watching, is going to pretend that you are your future spouse. And you are asking for a reading for you. So I'm going to read these cards as if I'm telling about I don't know. Wait a second. I mean, I got confused. I know you got the gist, but for those who didn't, yeah, you are going to pretend that you are your future spouse, and this is the reading that is describing you, and I am going to describe these cards as them. Okay, so the them is nothing but you. It's your reading, and then we are going to do a role play as if I'm doing a reading for your future spouse, blah blah blah. So that's the. I don't know why this trended in this YouTube channel, but I mean I wanted to do this, but the first card was very 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 heavy. I don't know how this is going to be. Let's see. There are already so many cards over here. Okay. Whew. Okay, so I'll do the them thing. Okay, so the them is nothing but you. Okay, and whenever I say you, that means your future spouse, and you are acting as your future spouse, right? So okay, ignore those who got it. You got it. Okay, so those of you who chose pile number two, Six of Wands, your future spouse is someone who is really really talkative. So they might be an introvert or an extrovert. It literally doesn't matter. They are very, very friendly. they are kind, they are most likely ambivert. That is what I'm saying. Ambivert or an extrovert, that's for sure. They like to have conversation with the other person, and they like to connect with the other person, you guys. Like, they don't like shallow relationships, they don't like the relationship of just happy and fun. They love to go deep in every relationship. They want to know about the person, they want to know the background of the person, they want to connect with the other person. Um i I just heard, I think they are, for some of you, your future spouse is following the advice of Bob Proctor. Um, I don't know, giving the importance to the other person so that you leave them with the feeling of increase, something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, that is one of your energy. So that is what your future spouse maybe naturally does, or maybe they do it because this is a good advice, right? And they are someone who just, I don't know, even though they talk to a lot of people, they are someone who loves deep connections. And if you are to meet this person, and how do you distinguish your future spouse with the other person, with the crowd, is when you see a person standing alone, right? They are going to stand alone in the bar or a pub or whatever place, club, whatever. They are going to stand alone at first, and when you do approach them, they are going to talk to you, but they are going to directly hit the conversation that matters to the emotions. They are going to talk about how was your day, or um, you know, like in no time you would be talking about your emotions to them, and they would be talking about their emotional matters to you. So they do not like short conversation, they do not like high bye type of a conversation, they do not like to have friends for just boozing and dancing. They want to have either philosophical discussions with the other person, or real discussions with the other person. And this person, your future spouse, might be the type of person who would ask the whys, right? They are going to ask, for example, if you share to them, like, you have broken up with your ex, you are single, right? If you are in a club or something, you wouldn't say that you have broken up with your ex, you would say that you were single. And they would be the first person who would be interested to know why you're single, what are your beliefs, um, etc. So they are going to go deep into the conversation. They are not just going to um, just accept that as that. They are like, okay, you're single, okay, fine. They are not going to be like that, okay? Um, hmm. They might have a little bit of confidence issue, okay? They have a little bit of confidence issue. Sometimes they something drives them, you guys. Okay, okay, I just saw a video on YouTube, and I recalled that the guy was saying sometimes you're it, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're hyped up, sometimes you're having it, sometimes you're motivated, sometimes you're going out and about, and sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're like down and feeling low, feeling demotivated, and that's okay. That's like, that was the main intention of that video. However, this is your future spouse, right? They might have either mood swings, but I'm sensing that something is driving them. Either their motivation, either this is their motivation that is driving them, or judging by these cards, it is their emotions that is driving them. It's like they do not have the control over their emotions and their motivations, um, but the motivation and the emotions kind of control them. So it drives them, if you know what I mean. So if the emotions are high, they are high, they are out and about. And if their emotions are low, they are low. They're like, okay, I don't want to talk to anyone at all, I don't want to go anywhere, I just want to sit here, I just want to think about all these things, etc. For some of you, very few of you, 5% of you maybe, your future spouse is going through some type of mental health issues or disorders that is linked with this kind of behavior, which is like, it's not behavior, it's, how can I explain? Sometimes they are out, sometimes they are not. I think this is like almost bipolar type of an energy, but this is not bipolar. That's, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Yeah, I'm not very well versed with what are. It looks like mood swings, that's for sure. But this is not just mood swings, that's what I can tell you. Okay? There's something that is driving this person, and they are like kind of in no control of it. They don't have a stable ground. That's what I'm saying with the fool over here. Can you see it? They don't have a stable ground. It's like they are on this wheel. This is like the single wheel. If they lose balance, they lose balance. If they have balance, they have balance. And they are kind of in the thread. You know what I mean? Like they have to act very delicately with themselves. And they are the type of person who would never judge the other person, right? And they expect that type of an attitude to for their future spouse to have as well, right? You guys, and some of you guys are really successful, really an extrovert, and mostly you are in a happy and confident mood. Even if you are not, you don't like to show it to the world. You like to, you can do that. That's the difference between you and your future spouse. You can hide your um, sadness and put a smile on your face and go out to the world, right? Or maybe you can grieve 1 minute when you're alone, and when you have to be out and about, you are ready to be out and you are 100% out there, like you are happy, you are attentive, etc. But this is not the case with your future spouse. They would love for this to happen to them. Okay, they would love it if this was their case, if they could. They feel like this would be justice, if they could just maybe control their emotions, if their emotions weren't so high and so low, right? They would have loved it really, really bad. But it's like their emotions are very unpredictable. Like with the first example itself, they wanted to go to the club in the first place with their friends. And then they go to the club and then they are like, nope, I don't want to talk to anymore. And talk to anyone. I just want to be here. I just want to have drinks and let my friends dance and whatever they want to do, but I'm not going to do that. That's their energy. And even if they are in this energy, look at all these cards. We have pink, 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 right? We have green, green. I'm sensing that this person's heart chakra is strong, right? This is straight here, green, and green heart is over here, right? So their heart chakra is strong. They are a loving person. They understand what is healthy love, and they know how to reciprocate love. They have love to give to the other person. They are whole as a person. Now, don't mistaken me with anything else, right? They are whole as a person. It's just sometimes they wish they could have been able to control their stress or whatever this is. Yeah, sorry. At times they do wish that their life was a little bit different, but other times they are kind of understanding towards themselves, and then they just accept themselves and are compassionate towards themselves whenever they need to be. right? With the Five of Cups, they are like compassionate about the fact that they are not in the best moods today, and it's okay, no problem. So that's one of the energies I'm receiving. As for how your relationship is going to grow with this person, so with the first meet, you are going to have a great conversation with each other. Once you do reach home, when you text this person, there's going to be disturbances in terms of texting. They are going to be insecure, or maybe they wouldn't want to reply to you or something. Okay, this is one of the messages I'm receiving. But yes, suddenly something will happen and the universe will play its role. You will be maybe reunited again, or them, or this is them. They would be just going with the flow, and then they would meet with you again. You would develop friendship with each other, and you will have passionate relationship with each other within 2 months, right? We have 8 weeks over here, 8 of wands, right? And eight is a prominent number. We have two eights over here, correct? So 888 could be an important number in your life, but also 666 could be an important number too, because I don't know, I just feel like that with the Six of Wands. And everything will fall into place, everything will be much more stable this time. And when the next time they are feeling down, you know, they wouldn't shut you out. They wouldn't shut themselves in. That would be better words. They wouldn't shut themselves in the next time they are feeling down. In fact, they would include you. They would let you know that they are not feeling well. Okay, maybe they would be alone, it doesn't matter, but you are going to have a conversation with them, and this is something that you both go through, right? You are going to be really helping this person out. You're going to help your future spouse out very much. You're going to be like a guardian angel to them. And I do believe in human guardian angel, right? So if you believe in human guardian angel, soulmates, so this could be something for you. Okay, so this was the reading for you guys, pile number 2. Let me know in the comments down below whether it resonated. Okay, yeah, that's that. The them part was nobody but you, and let me know how much it resonated. Okay, 100%, 1000%, 80%, whatever percent it is, 50%, it doesn't matter. You tell me. Okay, and also this is like a general reading, so just take it for an entertainment purpose, because sometimes it resonates, sometimes it doesn't. Who cares? We are just here to have fun, right? Okay, so we are going to move, um we are going to do pile number 3 now. For pile number 3, Six of Cups, soulmate, whoever chose this one, we are going to see what um we are going to see if your future spouse were to take a reading about who their future spouse is, how would a tarot reader describe you as a person? Okay, so here we are going to do a little bit of role play. I am going to be the tarot reader, obviously, and you, whoever is watching this video, is going to be your future spouse. And when I'm referring them, okay, the word them, I'm referring to your personality or your life, okay? Your characteristics, however you take it, it doesn't matter. One of the channel song I received is Dil Kyun Ye Mera Shor Kare. So it might be something that resonates with some of you. Some of you are dancers. I see, I don't know. Are you going to heaven or something? Why did I see this beautiful scenery in my eyes, in my vision? I saw this like an opening there was nothing but clouds that I could see, and pure sky, blue, light blue sky, clouds, and I'm floating, and there's this, dome of opening, kind of like this, like a U shaped kind of into, oh, I don't know, is it dome? It's like a door type of a thing, but I don't know what type of door it was, but yeah, that is what I just saw. Are you guys watching something, maybe like a TikTok video or anything that has this scenario? Because if that is so, that is also sometimes what we channel. Like we sometimes channel angels' energy, of course, but also sometimes we channel your energy. So I don't know. Six of Wands, Five of Four of Pentacles. There is more cards. Okay. Okay. Just a second. Some of you may be having a fruit right now, and I don't know why I heard sitafel. So some of you likes to have that. Okay, so this is just a little bit of channel messages so that you understand whether this message is resonating with you or not. I forgot to wear my moonstone crystal. It's okay. Okay. So for you guys, and if you're wondering what crystal is this is hematite crystal. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I don't know. At least like we all sound like a maniac who loves rocks. I don't know. I mean, I judge myself a little bit. I know some of you might be some into crystals as well. I know you wouldn't judge me, but sometimes we judge ourselves. Okay. Uh, we'll we'll start with the reading. Okay, pile number. Whoever chose pile number 3. Now, whenever I say them, this you know is going to be you. Okay, just take that. From now on, you are going to act like you are your future spouse. Okay, taking the reading for your personality. Okay, I hope you understand. So, those of you who chose pile number 3, this is a soulmate card. So, I believe you are going to marry your soulmate, or you are going to marry someone who would make you abundant, because we have Six of Cups and Six of Wands over here. Mm, this person, your soulmate. Okay, this is mostly your soulmate's reading. This could be that they are going to be your future spouse, or sometimes they might not even be, but don't worry about it, because you know just enjoy the relationship that you have in your life, because that's what is important. um the relationship you would have with your soulmate is going to be of turmoil. You're going to have a lot of confusion in your life regarding to them, as in what they are feeling about you, and they are going to have a lot of confusion about themselves, as in what they should act on, because this is a new type of a feeling that they are having, right? And also you are having this new feeling. You have never felt like this before. This is a new beginning, and new beginnings are good. Mostly, like in tarot decks, everything that is related to ace is always good. Ace and tens is always represented as a good thing, beginning of a new cycle and ending of the new cycles. Everything is like good, but sometimes some people do get attached to the existing reality, and that's when people are not able to move on from their past. Yeah, and they do not want this newness. They are just really scared if this new beginning is going to just mess up with their life, mess up with their feelings, mess up with them, with their mind, and they they just want to just close their eyes, ignore this, and just pray to God that maybe this change didn't happen at all. Maybe things can go back as they were before, right? They are in that phase for a real long time, right? Your future spouse is going to be in that phase for a very, very long time, right? With the Two of Swords. However, after some time that they do open their eyes, they forcefully open their eyes, by the way, saying that, okay, you know what, I have to accept this new reality. I have to, because no matter what, the past is gone. I cannot change my past. I cannot, like, even if I tried really hard, and maybe they have tried really hard to just go back to their past self, they could not do it. So what they did instead is just took those Two of Swords, which is like took their confusion and brought themselves into a new reality, which is like, yes, I love my past, and yes, there's a part of me that would love to go back to my past, but yes, I understand that this is my new beginning. And yes, sometimes I do not like it, but that doesn't mean that this is wrong, right? They own it. Whenever we own and accept ourselves the way we are, there's this beautiful shift that happens in our life, you guys. This is the beauty, this is the power. um if you know, you know, okay. And this is the beauty that your future spouse is going to experience, aka you, okay. And yeah, and like, look at this. I love this deck for this reason, which is like, they have given two swords to this queen. They could have given just one sword to this queen, which is like Ace of Sword, like the amazing sword, whatever. But they didn't do that. They were really, they were really giving, they gave this two swords to this queen, which is like, you don't have to be, you know, um, you don't have to have a clarity, or you just have, or you can have two different type of mentality. You can support two different values of yourself and still be the queen. You can be who you are and still be the queen. Something like that is the vibe that I receive from this Queen of Swords. It's like, wow, like, wow energy. Okay. And then once they do this, right, once they do take the ownership their of themselves, of their life, or once they do accept the things that there is, okay, there's this book which is Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, and there's this concept saying, don't try to control things that is out of your control, and try to control things that is inside of your control zone, right? So your future spouse is going to do that. Pile number three, they are going to do that, right? They are going to understand that, you know what, I may be feeling dipsy, and I cannot control this thing, which is like, I can't control my thoughts, I can't control my overthinking, but I can do one thing, is just accept myself, own myself the way I am. And in this instant, when they do become the queen, they end up, having maybe a reunion with you. And again, this is like the soulmate vibe this I'm receiving, right? They might have the reunion with you, and some of their past issues might rise up. Even if you are in a relationship, your relationship will be successful. First of all, for some of you guys, this is your relationship card. For a lot of you guys, this could be your marriage card as well. Why? Because six of wands is the energy of popularity, and wedding day is the time that we are most popular, right? um I don't know, like, a lot of people, friends are there, relatives are there, a lot of people are there, right? So that's the energy that Six of Wands does give, and that's why this is the card that I represent as marriage card as well, which is like wedding day card, right? Mostly. So you are going to, for some of you, you are going to have a reunion with this person in at this time, or for others of you, you are going to marry this person at this time. They might hide their insecurities. They have their insecurities, they have owned it up, but they might try to hide it from you at the beginning stages of your relationship. And that's not going to work out well. Not This is not healthy for us, That's not going to work out well for them specifically. Just keeping things bottled up inside our heart, that's not like, it just doesn't feel good. And the more we keep things inside of our heart, we are more, we just have this pressure cooker that is building up inside of us, and then sometimes we'll just blast off. So, I mean, that might happen. They might want to do that. Maybe they are not going to go to that extent. They just understand that they can convey about these things to you. See, you are approachable by number three. You are approachable, you are a good listener, you are loving to them, you are supportive, and you never even judge them for, being confused about this relationship in the first place. You have understood them, you have given them their space, whatever, whenever they needed. However, this is their journey. It is still their journey. They have to understand that they can speak up, that they don't need to be bottled up anymore. And your love is going to help them. Why? Because mostly soulmates love is something that gives us safety. And even if you do not believe in soulmates love, love is something that gives us the sense of safety. The sense that, yes, we can be vulnerable towards the other person. Yes, there's no harm, there's not going to be any harm. This person is not going to judge me, criticize me, uh, throw nasty snide remarks at me. This person is going to understand me the way I am. I can communicate my about myself to them. So they are going to talk about themselves, their struggles that they have been going through in their career, their struggles that they have been going through in their communication sector. And if you have had any type of third party situation, because we have three pentacles over here, they are going to tell you about the pain that that third party situation has caused them, how they were feeling during that time. They are going to talk about everything. And if there is no third party situation, obviously the three of pentacles means three people. That means them and their parents. So they are going to talk about something related to their parents as well. So that means they are going to open up about who they are and whatever they were like hiding inside of their brain. And don't be alarmed. For a lot of you guys, 70% of you guys, this is what I heard right now, a lot of you guys, your future spouse is going to come to you when you are in the middle of your work. I believe that some of you are doing, you have your self-employment, you have your own business, and they are going to just knock in your door and come to you, and they are going to ask you, for your time. Hey, can I talk to you? And they are just suddenly going to decide to talk to you. And by the time that they are deciding to talk to you about all these stuff, you are at your workplace, you are doing your job, and they are going to either call you up or going to meet you and then tell you that they need to talk about something. And then, as I know about your personality, I know that you are emotionally open and receptive and a good listener, non judgmental person. This is what I'm seeing from your energy. You do not prioritize the work that you are doing. You wrap things up really quickly and you go to your future spouse. You understand that this is important to them and you give them your time. And that's how you end up talking for hours and hours. They end up talking for hours and then you end up listening and understanding. And maybe in the process, they even cry about stuffs because they are just venting out whatever was there. It's like the volcano is kind of finally bursting out and just they are kind of letting you know. It's not, they have not let that volcano be so hot that it has to burst, because if it were to burst, this person wouldn't be talking right now. This person would just be angry right now, if you know what I mean. So what I'm seeing is they have spoken to you about their feelings before the volcano was about to burst, right before maybe the volcano was about to burst, and then therefore there is a lot of emotional release that they will experience as well. Either which ways, they were, having a lot of emotions in their heart because they have bottled up everything, right? So that emotions are any which ways going to be released. So this is the reading for you. Let me know in the comments down below how much it resonated. Okay. Um. Again, to give one more, like, I don't know. It's not a disclaimer. Just to say it again, the them part was you. Okay, it was supposed to be you, and the you part was them. Sometimes I know some of you might be saying that no, I'm not this person. I'm in fact that person. I'm the one who is non-judgmental and listener. You know, it happens. In that case, you can select the other file. Set the intention before selecting the other file. You will be selecting the right file for yourself. Okay. I believe that you have to watch file number one. For some of you, five of you, or maybe 5% of you. I don't know. I just heard five. So that was it. Let me know in the comments down below how much it resonated with you. Let me know whether this person was you, pile number three. And if this person is you, how much it resonated. And mainly, what I want to know is this person your soulmate? Are you guys in no contact situation? Tell me about that in the comments. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. See you later. Bye.